Hello, I'm Sam. I'm doing a walkthrough of the paper prototype for Planet Fitness. Right now, you're looking at the home page, and I will go through the usability issues that the subject in the first session on the real website talked about and the problems that she had. And I will go through what we changed and what we needed to do to make sure that would not happen again, and then go over what the subject said for the second session for the paper prototype. So during the first scenario, the the subject actually stopped and said that she saw that the homepage was very cluttered and complicated, and it was just very noisy in general. She noted it was very informative because she saw how there was a map of locations, different memberships, but altogether it was too much. Now, to combat that, I straightened out the tab bar, making sure that the social media cues were smaller and in the same place every time. Put a search bar at the top to remain clutterless, as well as taking out the massive picture of the United States with different pins on it that was on the main website, and made these simplistic different labels into actual buttons. Now, afterwards, during the second session, the subject actually said that it was easier to find things and that it still had the amount of information that she saw in the first session, but it was less complicated. Now, in the first scenario, the subject found that the membership and membership perks tabs were very confusing. She took a long time trying to figure out the real differences in membership, as well as what were the different membership perks. Now, as you can see here, there is a membership tab. There is not a membership perks tab, which I took out of this section right here because it was very confusing to the user. I put the information that was on the membership perks tab on the memberships tab. And I also added a login button to easily log in, so you don't have to log in several times throughout the website. So we go to the memberships tab. Another difference is, instead of a full paragraph of something that a user might not actually read, I made these different little perks for both memberships into bullet points. The last being, see below for specific black card perks. As you can tell at the very bottom are specific black card perks, and something that is very, very specific just to the black card. Now, after asking the subject if it felt like it took her the same amount of time to figure out the differences between memberships and to decide on a membership, she said it was a lot quicker because she was not pressed into opening a tab called Membership Perks and getting this confusing answer in an entirely different web browser. Which leads to the second usability issue. Now, the second usability issue was that in the second task, the subject needed to open up the store. Now, the Planet Fitness store, as well as the membership perks, once clicked on the actual website, would open up a separate web page, a separate window. Now, this first of all comes off confusing, since the subject said that she thought it was a pop-up at first. On further investigation, the user got slightly annoyed that there were multiple pages and she kept on having to go back and forth. to the changes that we made, where they're not having a membership perks tab and the Planet Fitness store being hyperlinked directly into the planetfitness.com webpage. Now what we did with the store, we integrated the same tab bar and the same layout to give it that common feel of the website. Moved down the cart metaphor and made it more bold and easily seen. And now, as you can see, everything is bold in this actual tab bar of the store index bar is larger than the actual main website tab bar. After asking the subject if she liked or disliked there not being a separate web browser for the store or for the membership perk, she said that it was very different not having a different web page, but it was simpler, faster, and easier. This brings us to the third usability issue that was found in the study, which is the usability of the map and searching tool for finding a gym location. In order to go back to the same page or to the map, a user can press Join Now, the back button, or the logo to get back to the main page. Now first, on the home page, the subject had trouble figuring out what button needs to be clicked to go to the map and what labels did not have hyperlinks. I solved that problem by creating this into an actual hyperlink instead of just an arrow, making this entire picture a hyperlink to the Locations tab, or either clicking one of these to go to the Locations tab as well as Join Now. So when a user wants to find a location, it goes out automatically to this page. Once on the map page, the subject said that she spent a significant amount of time figuring out what the zoom in and zoom out buttons, what they were, how they worked. Since scrolling, she would zoom in and zoom out. I simplified this by just putting a plus and minus, zoom in and zoom out. Clarification. After asking if she had trouble figuring out how to get to the locations page or how to zoom in and zoom out or search, he said no, not at all. It did seem like she had a little bit of an issue trying to find from the store page to the locations page. Instead of going back to the home page, she was trying to find it in the tab. And the Join Now is not as evident that that relates to all the locations. Now, overall, the main differences were deleting the membership perk tab, adding the login tab, creating hyperlinks for here and here, adding the See Below for specific Black Card perks on the membership tab right here, making the Join Now tab larger, making the hyperlink for the store be directly inside the web page instead of a separate window, bringing out the cart so a user can easily access what is actually in their cart, and simplifying the home page, as well as the addition of the surf bar. Thank you.